Introducing the SWA World Heavyweight Champion and new CEO, Mo Money Mike.
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, man, doing great.
All right, Mo Money Mike, at Endgame, we saw you victorious over Mr. Ferrara. How are you settling into the new role as CEO and champion of the SWA?
Well, Tuna, that's a great question. And I got to say, heavy is the hat that wears the crown. And there's a lot to deal with on this side of the fence, but between me and the boys in the back, we've been holding it down since day one. And with that being said, we're going to continue to do so. That's why I haven't been on camera much. Behind the scenes, there's a lot that goes into this. This business asks and demands a lot of you. And it's my goal as the leader of the SWA to give my guys nothing short of the best. And I'm going to continue to do that every step of the way.
Champ, any idea as to the whereabouts of Mr. Ferrara?
First and foremost, going back to Endgame, I got to give Mr. Ferrara a lot of credit. He hasn't been in the ring for many, many years, and I think everybody would agree that we had a war at Endgame. For everything that we've gone through, it really came to a head, and we left it all out there. Now, with that being said, there's no love lost between Ferrara and I haven't heard from him. I don't think anybody's heard from him. So to answer that question, quite honestly, I don't know.
Recently, the SWA social media accounts have seen an influx of mysterious figures. I would like to ask specifically, who is Mr. Reno, and do we know any of his motives?
Mr. Reno, as you guys saw on Facebook and YouTube last week, he popped into my office in the midst of a meltdown. C-Rebel wasn't serving the beers fast enough. I was a tad bit frustrated. However, we have had conversations, Mr. Reno and I. And all I can say right now is I haven't made a decision on his client because said client has a lot of history with the SWA, has a lot of history with Mo Money Mike. So, to be fair, I need to sit on this. I need to sit on it. I need to think about it. And I got to do what's right for this locker room and the future of this company. And if I were to make that decision, it could go one of two ways. For not just me, but for other guys in the back as well.
What is the status of SWA elite Quebecois superstar Danny Payne?
The last I heard, he was sent back to Montreal. I believe he's serving pies up there. Other than that, I don't know. He's nowhere to be found. He lost his match. And he can thank Mr. Ferrara for that. That's his guy. That's who he put all his chips behind. Instead of seeing the light and jumping on board with the SWA boys, he chose his path. And that's all I have to say about that.
Mo Money Mike, fan favorite Gumpzilla recently announced his in-ring retirement. Can the SWA universe look forward to seeing him at Opportunity Knocks?
Well, I'm glad you bring that up, Tuna, because I haven't really had a chance to take a deep dive and address this. Gumpzilla, as we know, has retired from the SWA from in-ring competition. Me and Gumpzilla are boys from Superman Draws. He's like a brother to me. We played ball in high school. We grew up together all along the way. If it weren't for Gumpzilla, the SWA is not still here today. I can say that as a humble man, and I got to give him his props because he called me out of retirement. And without that, we may not be here today. So I'd be remiss to say it's all because of me, and it's not. Without Gumpzilla, we're not here. So I have a lot of respect for the man, the person, the wrestler. That was a war we had, back at Die for Something. I think that's something him and I will cherish forever. And because of all that, and him showing his loyalty to me, I would like to announce that I will be inducting Gumpzilla into the SWA Hall of Fame at Opportunity Knocks.
You've also lost SWA legend Adam. How do you plan to move forward as a promotion, having lost not one but two legends in such a short period of time?
Well, again, with the executive order history with Adam, a lot of history there, and it's tough for me to say this, but I don't like him, but I respect him, man, because he is a hell of an athlete, hell of a wrestler. It was great to share the ring with him back at Unfinished Business. I didn't like his tactics, because y'all know me. I've been one-on-one. I've grinded through. Everybody knew my intentions. When I had to call the cavalry, I did. But from the jump, from training, my very first training session, the attacks. But again, I used to be that guy back in the day. So game recognizes game. And with that being said, we're going to miss Adam in the SWA. There ain't no doubt about it.
And a follow-up, if I may. Speaking of game, Mr. Ferreira claims that you suffered an injury during your match at Endgame. What can you tell us about your own status?
I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about this. I've been getting a lot of questions. However, I've been dealing with injuries dating back to Unfinished Business when the executive order put me through a table. And that board was very unforgiving. It didn't break. And I'm dealing with a shoulder injury. And that's why I am not on the card come June 20th. Now, I vowed to be a fighting champion. And if I cannot do that moving forward, hard decisions will have to be made. But as you know, there was already a main event announced, and we'll get into that, I'm sure. But as far as I go, I'm giving opportunity to others this show because I think that's the right thing to do. And we'll see who steps up.
Speaking of stepping up, where's Stick Boovie and his cadre of barnyard animals?
Well, Stick is on tour right now. Stick is on tour in Atlanta, Georgia, doing his thing. On the Boovie bus, killing it. Stick is a phenomenal entertainer, musician. He brings a lot of energy, which I love, which we need here in the SWA. And as long as Stick Boovie will be here, we will have Stick Boovie a part of this thing.
In all seriousness, champ, what can the SWA universe look forward to on June 20th at Opportunity Knocks?
Well, to set the stage, Saturday, June 20th is going to be epic. This is our 5th show, and it's a new era. It's the money era now. And with that being said, nothing's off the table. And what I mean by that is I got to give a shout out to my boy Rel. Fat and Juicy Grubs food truck will be here. Burgers, dogs, ribs, chicken. It's going to be awesome. MTD 313 Boxing is coming through here to T3. We're going to have 2 sparring bouts. I believe a kickboxing and a boxing match. So that's going to be awesome. Get a chance to showcase some local talent. I'm really excited about that. We're going to have 4 matches total. Like I said, Gumpzilla is going to be inducted into the SWA Hall of Fame, the very first member into the SWA Hall of Fame. Stick Boovie will be in action. I don't have a match to announce just yet. We did sign a lot of new talent, and there's going to be a lot of surprises. And I think the fans, if you can't make it for just $10, cheaper than a pack of smokes nowadays, to come have a great time, enjoy yourself. There's raffles, there's 50-50. I think you guys would agree that anybody that comes to one of our shows leaves happy. It's money well spent. It's a great time. And I'm all about making dreams come true, because at one point, I was just a snot-nosed kid watching wrestling. I never thought I would do this. And here I am. Here I am on the verge of show number 5. And I'm excited about it.
Champ, if Khan should beat Thundergun at Opportunity Knocks, that's going to make him your next opponent. How do you feel about possibly having to go up against family?
Well, you know, Khan is undefeated in SWA. Khan is my cousin, and my family and I, we fight. You know, I have 3 younger brothers, actually 4 younger brothers, and, you know, we always fight. We always fought growing up, and that's just what our family does, man. You know, it's no different than anything else, you know. Grinding it out, if that happens, is it something you want to do? Not necessarily, right? When you got to look your family in the eye, and the winner of that match gets to challenge me for this. And this will change a man, as you've seen. So I'll look forward to the opportunity if it arises, either way. And I'm ready for it. And with that being said, fellas, Opportunity Knocks, Saturday, June 20th, $10 in advance, $20 at the door. I want to thank all the fans to this point for coming out, showing love, not only in person, but online, Facebook, YouTube, now on Instagram, even the stuff on TikTok. And without you guys, this is impossible. I want to thank all the boys in the back for having my back and grinding it out, blood, sweat, and tears. Couldn't do this without you guys. So I hope to see you all out there Saturday, June 20th. Appreciate you guys for your time. We'll see you then.